So welcome back to the channel in these coronavirus days. We thought it might be fun to make a video and show how Trip and Two Up was born, at least the first trip. It was a very cold March when we decided to try this. I was really excited to get out and give this new adventure a try, and it was a little cold.
With that being said, we have three passions. We love to camp, we love to motorcycle, and we love spending time with each other. And we decided to combine all three. And so this first trip was actually something that John came in, decided he wanted to do, and I was like, that's great. We had done some backpacking, but our equipment really wasn't up to snuff for what we wanted to do on the bike with the weight. And I thought, no problem, by the time we get geared up, it'll be camping season, because when John announced this, it was about February. So John came home one day with an ad from our post office, and it said this couple was getting rid of all their backpacking gear. And he goes, hey, let's go take a look. And I was like, okay. And we went, top of the line gear for a couple, I don't think it had ever been used.
I don't think they ever tried it.
All North Face and Dragonfly, cookware, everything. And they wanted what we were planning on spending for one sleeping bag. And so within one day, we're geared up and ready to go. And I'm thinking it's gonna take us 3 or 4 months. And now John can't wait to go.
So the idea was born. We had the equipment, we set it up in the living room just to play with it, and it really looked nice, and so I was ready, and so the adventure began. Check out this picture. It's a CBR 1000 Hurricane. This was like the coolest motorcycle ever, but it really wasn't made for camping. But look in the background of this picture and you'll see the snow. Now we were at 8,500 feet here, so I felt confident once we got down in the valley we'd be all right there. And there wasn't any snow where we camped, but it still felt like there was snow.
Now understand, in most adventures, I'm considered the gas and John's the brakes. He's the one that says, wait, stop. But when it comes to weather, John's the gas and I'm the brakes. And I'm like, Colorado, March, we've been camping before and nearly froze our heinies off. And I'm like, I don't know, John. And I looked at the weather report, he looked at the weather report. We're like, yeah, we're good, we can do this. Even knowing we had to get over a couple of passes. But, and starting at 8,500 feet with snow on the ground, but we're like, we got this, we got this. So we headed out.
We headed out. We figured out everything on the motorcycle. I felt pretty good about it, and I think riding out, I don't remember being particularly bad. We enjoyed, we rode through the Arkansas River Valley, and from that point on, it's pretty much just prairie till you get to the sand dunes. So anyway, it looked like everything was going to go okay. We weren't going to be too cold.
We went to the Sand Dunes National Monument, which is 130 miles from our house. It has a visitor center, so we thought, even if we get into bad weather, it'll be okay. Well, we got there and the visitor center is closed, which also means there's no firewood for sale.
We arrived at the campsite after realizing that there was no firewood available, and I went on a scavenging trip looking through other campsite and camp fire rings. I did manage to find one log and I think a few twigs, and I made a fire for us. And we huddled around that and ate some supper. And then it was getting dark early because it was March, and we decided to call it a night.
And the next morning we woke up and we looked out and a storm was coming in, and we're like, it's okay, it'll blow over. The weather predicted it would be a good trip, and we waited, and in the midst we put our water bottles at our feet and the water was frozen in our bottles. So our tent and our sleeping bags proved the test of time because we were still warm.
Yeah, we got up that morning and go, this is not too bad, and I go, I'm kind of thirsty, and I go, I have a giant chunk of ice in the water bottle, and so we knew it was cold out. But we got up the next morning and boiled some water, boiled some ice, and made some water, and had some coffee, and I remember it was pretty cool. The deer walked by our campsite there, and that was nice. But anyway, we wrapped up things pretty quick. We knew we needed to get on home, and so we repacked the motorcycle, and you'll see a couple of pictures of us with the motorcycle loaded in front of the National Sand Dunes sign, and we headed back towards our home.
And on the way, we decided to stop and visit the Alien Watchtower because we had always driven by it and thought, oh, that looks kind of fun. Whether you believe in aliens or not, it's definitely worth an entertainment factor. And we stopped and visited with the proprietor and just fun. It was just a fun little stop.
Make sure if you're in the San Luis Valley that you stop and talk to these guys. There's all sorts of stuff that people have brought out there that look like flying saucers and aliens, and it's just worth a stop to hear their stories. You can camp there and sleep on an elevated platform and watch for aliens yourself. We've not done that yet, but it's probably in the future.
So then we went ahead and started back, and it was getting progressively colder, but we did make it home safely without any mishaps, without any snow, and we proved our gear could withstand ultimately cold temperatures.
After that, I know we were a little wiser on timing and weather, but it also sparked what we knew was going to be a lifetime passion of being out on the motorcycle, camping, and it has never stopped since that day, really. We've continued to do it, and it's still so much fun, and there's times when I think, this is so cold or it's so hot, I'll never do this again, and by the time I get home, I'm ready to pack the motorcycle and go again.
It helps us to feel young because we know we still can. I know a lot of people will go, what do you mean you're staying in a tent? Because John and I are over 50, and so part of the comments we get is, I used to do that, and we're like, we still do it, and we still really enjoy it.
We really do enjoy it. This has been, gosh, maybe 15 or 16 years ago, I don't even know, but we still have that tent and we use it in cold weather. We do have a lighter weight tent now for warmer temperatures, but we have a lot of that equipment still left. Again, it proves the test to buy good quality things. Our Teflon coated dishes don't have any Teflon left anymore, but we still use them.
We probably should replace
That's
it.
probably time on that.
We did replace our stove because it finally did just wear out.
It wore out, and so we've stuck with a similar type of stove. But gosh, as you guys out there consider whether you ever want to do this, I would highly suggest putting the money up front on good equipment.
Or find a great deal.
Yeah, or find a great deal, or plan on staying in a motel maybe. Yeah, the weather in the mountains is so unpredictable all the time. And so, yeah, make sure you invest in great equipment.
Yeah, and invest in each other and getting out there and enjoying it and having fun. It's about fun. If both people aren't having fun, there's no point to this.
That's another thing, I think, to be open to each other. If somebody's not having fun, or if somebody's getting scared, or just listen to each other and make sure that once it becomes scary or not fun anymore, then I don't know. Make sure you listen to each other and talk to each other. When somebody says, I need to stop, if I tell her I need to stop, she says I need to stop, we stop. We take our time, we enjoy. If she wants to pull over and take some pictures of flowers, I'm more than happy to stop. To me, it just extends the beauty and the joy of the trip.
That communication thing, we've kind of learned to listen to each other in, like, if a decision's being made, how strong is your opinion on this? Well, I have a really strong opinion, we need to stop and eat. Or, I don't care, then the other person can decide. And so allowing each person to voice how strongly they feel about something really helps with communication, because sometimes I don't care, and sometimes he doesn't care, and sometimes I care a lot, and sometimes he cares a lot. Like, no, I don't feel good about this, we need to stop. And so I know one thing, John's not good about knowing when he needs to stop and eat. And so I will say, no, we need to stop and eat, because you need to have good wits about you driving the motorcycle.
Right, and she's right about that. We're good. I think we're a good team in that regard, that we're going to listen to each other. To say we ride all over the country and agree with each other all the time would be a complete myth. We do have disagreements about what should happen, what shouldn't happen. And so it's very important to stay open to each other and really listen to that person's opinion. And I think she reflects that back to me. So anyway, that's part of what makes the trip fun. The relationship piece of it is part of the adventure.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I encourage people to get out there and just enjoy it. But again, communicating, having fun, having the right equipment so you're not miserable. I don't want to be cold and miserable. That's not fun to me. I don't like to be cold. And so those kinds of things.
So I hope in this coronavirus time that you guys enjoy this video and maybe think about going out, whether it's on a motorcycle or in your car. Check out our channel and our videos. It works however you want to do it and whatever works for you. Just make sure you get out and enjoy creation and all the beauty that's out there. This is how the channel was born, and we thought we'd like to share that with you.
Especially since we're stuck at home right now on lockdown with coronavirus, but camping weather is coming and they're talking about releasing some of the restrictions, and guess who's going to be out first?
That's right. I have a brand new motorcycle in the shed that I'm ready to take out. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. We enjoyed visiting with you, and I hope you get some good information out of this. Stick with us on Trippin' to It. Please like and subscribe to this channel and share it if you really enjoy it.
All right, thank you.